Hi, second grade. This is the last video that I am making for you for writing this year. And today we're going to talk about your end of the year autobiography and self-portrait that we would have been doing at school anyways. So let's get started. So end of the year autobiography and self-portrait. First, what is an autobiography? Well, a biography tells you about a real person's life, when an autobiography is written by the person who is telling you about their life. Now, that might be kind of confusing. You can see here, biography and autobiography are two different words. We add auto as a prefix to biography. So, if we were reading a book about Abraham Lincoln's life, if it was a biography, that means that someone else wrote it to tell us all about Abraham Lincoln's life. If we were reading an autobiography about Abraham Lincoln, he would have wrote it to tell us all about his life. So your last job as a second grade writer this week is to write your end of the year second grade autobiography. You might not remember this, but you wrote an autobiography at the beginning of second grade, and now we're writing one at the end. So you want to make sure that you show off everything you've learned about writing so that we can see how much you have grown. So, what to include in your autobiography? If you were just meeting a friend for the first time, what would you tell them about yourself? That is what I want you to think about. So, maybe you're going to tell them your age. Maybe you're 7 or 8 years old. Maybe you've grown up since the last time you wrote your autobiography. Who are your friends? Who are your best friends? Who are the friends that you hang out with and play with, or maybe right now that you FaceTime with? Tell us about your family. Who are your siblings? Do you have siblings? Tell us about your parents or maybe your grandparents, aunts and uncles, if you have any pets. Include your interests. You might have many different interests. Maybe you love sports. Share what sports you like to play. Maybe you love to go outside and be with nature and look at different bugs and animals outside. Maybe you have an interest in gaming, or maybe your interest is with music or dance or gymnastics. There's so many different interests that each of us have that are different, and I want you to share what yours are. Finally, what are your favorite things? What's your favorite food? What are your favorite colors? What is your favorite kind of animal? So you are going to get this page that is your end of the year autobiography. You can also just use normal notebook paper. So what I want you to include, remember to think about if you are meeting a new friend for the first time, what would you tell them about yourself? Your age, your family, your friends, your interests, your favorite things. And this one's new. I think it would be fun if you included what do you want to be when you grow up. For this week's activity, I want you to write at least 6 sentences. Now, when you're finished with your autobiography, you need to draw a picture of yourself because you also did that at the beginning of the year. So in this space here, you can draw just your face, you can draw your whole body, but draw the best picture of yourself you can. I'm no artist, but it will be fun for you to see how much you've grown from the beginning of the year till now with your writing and your drawing. So your activity for this week is to write your autobiography and draw your self-portrait to compare to your work from the beginning of the year. I know in Mrs. Bishop's class that I have your self-portrait and autobiography in your data binder. So when you come pick that up in June, you will be able to compare that work that you're doing this week. And as always, remember to share your hard work on Seesaw. I can't wait to see all the writing you do and all the awesome work you show with your self-portrait as well. Bye.